Hey, hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Just want to make sure everybody is up and tuned in to the Way That I Love You podcast. I'm your host, Will Music.
And I'm your host, Sherona.
And we are excited to be with you all.
I always say,
Well, if this is your first time tuning in, we are a hot, sexy marriage podcast, and we talk about marriage, life's ups and downs, and we navigate through it from our perspective.
As I'm rocking from side to side, we're not licensed professionals. We're just two individuals that love on each other. And we want to share that with you. We want to encourage you to try to take some of the tools that we use to help our marriage. And our marriage is not perfect, but it is something that we are growing on and learning from. So if it works for you and you can apply it. If not, put it in your back pocket and shake it, give it to somebody else.
Yes. And baby, you look so good to me right now.
Thank you. And you look really, really yummy yourself.
Yummy.
Different things every week I got to say to you.
All right. Well, this is season 2, episode 9. Did we even give this a title yet?
No, we did not. But before we do, I just want to say happy anniversary to all the anniversaries.
Yes, happy anniversaries.
Happy love moments to all the love moments. Happy, birthdays, just anything.
Yeah.
Anything that you and your spouse or that you celebrate together. Happy family time.
Yes, definitely.
That's a big thing. Like today, it is, It's not Halloween. It's Halloween.
It's Hallow season.
Hallow season. So we are planning every year. Will and I dress up with our kids, just for fun. And we take a big gigantic family picture, and we invite our other extended family out, and we all do it together. We take a big gigantic family picture of everyone's dressing up in front of our lawn, on our lawn. And we decorate the house. And have hot dogs or just something for the kids. Now, why are we still having hot dogs and the kids are big?
Tradition until they say, Mom, we don't want no more hot dogs.
Well, yeah, last year I made mac and cheese and we had chicken.
Yeah.
That was delicious. I guess I'm just being lazy this year.
Well, it's been a crazy year.
Yeah. Well, so we are going to a Halloween party tonight, and y'all, Will and I, are dressed as Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know if that was a beast noise or not, but that's what I got.
So we encouraged everyone on the episode, on the live.
Yeah, Thursday night
live. And we put our pictures on Facebook and Instagram. That that's the mummy coming out. You heard it?
Yeah. Spooky things are happening.
But we put our pictures on Facebook and Instagram of just us having fun on Thursday. And we had encouraged all individuals. So we're encouraging you on this side of the podcast. If you have a picture of yourself and your spouse and y'all dressed up for y'all couples costume.
Role playing.
Yeah. We want you to send in 3 pics. One would be your serious pic. One would be the pic that you are presenting to, I guess, role play the theme. Yeah,
role play your theme out through your costume.
And then a really funny one. So, and we want to do a contest. And I think so. The way that we do the contest is if whoever has the most likes on the pic. So if you hashtag the Way That I Love You podcast on your pic, we'll find your pic. And then we'll post it on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
And, whoever has the best, not the best costume, but the most, because I'm sure all of you are going to look fabulous, baby.
Spooky fabulous.
Spookily. Speaking of spooky, there was the quarantine. That when I think of something spooky, the most spookiest thing that we've dealt with this year is the quarantine.
Yes.
It was a horror.
Yeah, the initial effect of the quarantine shutting down. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think so we're gonna give you all a special episode that we did on the live part when we
Yes.
interviewed a wonderful couple,
Mm-hmm.
the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Randy and Nicole.
yes. And so we're going to give you, let you hear that episode on today because what's more spookier than the quarantine?
Yes. And this episode is Quarantine Love.
Quarantine love on the flip side.
On the flip
On the
side.
flip side. The numbers are going up.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking really, really good.
Yes.
And we owe, all of our listeners that, we can't do it without you all. We appreciate you. You know who you are.
Yes.
North America.
Yes.
South America.
Yes.
Asia.
Yes.
Europe.
Yes.
Oceania.
Yeah.
Africa.
Africa, baby.
Yes. And did I miss anything? I said North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Oceania.
Yeah, you hit everybody.
I hit all of you. Ooh.
Yes.
Thank you
for the love and support.
For all the love and support.
And without you, we couldn't do what we do. And without God, none of this will be possible.
That's
so
right.
we always like to give God a shout out and thank him for the opportunity to be able to do what we do.
I want because it's called Quarantine Love already on that side. Should we change the name? Spooky Quarantine Love?
Yeah, we can call it
Spooky.
The Spooky Special Edition.
Quarantine Love Spooky Edition.
Yeah.
So y'all listen out for that. If you see it on the well, we're gonna do that now. That's the title. Is that the title of this?
Quarantine Love Spooky Edition.
Spooky Edition. Okay. So we want you to be blessed and hear from Randy and Nicole, and as we do this interview with them, we never had anyone come on the show and do an interview on this part of the show.
Right.
But if you want to see some of our live interviews, most like this, you could go to YouTube, The Way That I Love You podcast on YouTube, and then you could
watch the live shows
and like and subscribe there too.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it.
Yes, we're going to jump into it.
That's right.
Let's go.
We want to introduce two people that truly love each other.
Yes.
And had that quarantine love, baby. You know that love that we all went through. When you love your spouse and you love your children, but you are ready for them to go and get on out your house. Okay? That's that quarantine love. Quarantine love. All right, let's get to it.
So bring it to the stage right now, and I introduce Randy and Nicole Jones, everybody.
Woo! Yeah, man.
Look, they still in quarantine.
Quarantine love.
What's the
We ain't got that.
I didn't bring it down.
We ain't that quarantine here. We take that off now. Let's breathe. That was a nice song. Thank you for the song. That's a good song. That's a perfect song.
Right?
Wonderful.
It's just it's crazy how that kind of stuff happens. You know what I mean?
So every week we pick a song that we feel that is close to the people that we know, and close to the moments that we chose for the episode. And we were like, this song. And let me tell you something. We don't just pick any song. Yeah. We sit down.
We have a whole business.
We had a business meeting about the songs. I mean, we sat down. We had this for chat. Nope, cut it off. Nope, not that song.
Rick James, not this episode.
Yeah.
It was like,
yes, Silk on there. Freak me, baby.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I remember turning that song down in the room when I was in the house. My pop. That song.
So
what's going on?
Just kind of introduce yourselves, give a little bit of background about yourself. Don't have to be too much, too little. Then we can jump right into the segment Quarantine Love.
Yeah.
What's up? What you want? You go. You go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole. I don't know what to say. I am
from Baltimore.
I'm from Baltimore. I met Randy at Morgan State many, many years ago. what was it, 20 years ago now?
Yeah,
about 21 years ago now.
Yeah, 96, 97.
Longer than that, yeah.
Longer than that.
So I've known him for a very long time. We've been married for 14 years. We got 3 beautiful kids, 12. London, she's 12. We have Jace, he is 8, and Kai, who's 4.
The boss.
Our boss. She runs the house. And I guess that's it for me. How about you?
Well, yeah. From the Philly area. And then when I went down Morgan, I remember I was like, I'm gonna meet me a Southern girl, right? She don't think it's the South,
Southern.
but I said, look, you passing Mason Dixon line, you the South.
It's not.
It's not the And I remember the track from the Roots of me and Amina by the Baltimore Harbor. Mm-hmm. So this is my Amina. I met in Baltimore.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Babe.
So I remember when Randy met Nicole.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't know if you remember. Some things I remember. Some things like, all right, so I know some things I can't remember and some things I do remember. But I remember it's very vague. You and I were at a movie. We went to the movie at your mom's house. And
I remember
Randy
that.
was picking us up or something? And then he was telling you, and I think were you with him, Nicole?
I remember that. I remember that.
You were telling us about her. Something. It was like he was like, I found my wife.
What?
That he said.
She's trying to get me to remember.
But I remember.
I'm a typical dude.
I remember it. I remember he was picking us up when we were going somewhere. We were coming from, it was me, you, and Bridget. We had just your mom. Mm-hmm. We went to go see a movie. Mm-hmm. And it's very vague, but I kind of remember. But I remember the joy that Randy had.
He was excited.
Yeah. And he was like, I remember it. You know.
I do remember him being excited.
We were driving.
That's
so Randy, I'm trying to figure out.
No, I remember that. I remember those early times. And because I remember the first time I met you. So yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I was smiling ear to ear too.
Yep. I remember that too.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were talking about you.
So Randy, tell us a little bit about your marriage in your words. And yourself in your marriage.
Oh, all right, man, that's a lot, right? Woo, that's a lot. But I mean, to sum it up, like what marriage means to me, or like just what our marriage
you and
means.
Nicole, the two what you had. Yeah.
We got a strong union, but I mean that only came from trials, of getting stronger. Because when you get into a relationship, nobody knows the future. You really don't know what you're getting into. So, but we definitely grew over the years. So we stronger than ever, and we moving more towards that of being even more fortified. And so yeah, our marriage is beautiful in the sense that we sticking together. Right.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing perfect. It ain't nothing perfect.
But I used to joke and say, like, you get married to me, you stuck with me. And I don't mean it like you stuck with me, but like whatever we going through, we gonna have to work it out.
Right.
There's no separating. Yeah. We gonna have to work it out.
Yep. Really is quarantine love. So like even though we play on the word quarantine, it means that you're gonna go through something is happening.
Right.
And you know what I mean? But it's we as a country we getting through, but as a marriage we getting through.
Right.
And through all of the, and
the quarantine is just a play on it, like a metaphor.
Yeah, a metaphor
of the closeness.
The closeness.
And like when you in quarantine.
In
when you in quarantine, you're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to go outside the perimeters that's set. So you know what I mean? Quarantine is, for me, is like a metaphor for our marriage. If we there in quarantine, we're gonna be in quarantine. You're gonna go through stuff and you're gonna work through it. You're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what. Go ahead.
No,
what you
no. Finish.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah, because we got to give people
Okay.
the meat and potatoes
Okay.
of marriage
All right.
Yes.
and show them healthy marriages like ours.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And show how, especially for men, how we get excited about our women.
All right.
You know what I mean? I get highly excited about you.
Thank you.
So whatever I got to do to stay in the ball game, I'ma do it.
Thank you. No, I was just even reminded like this when you said, remember when, so listen, y'all, my sister had thought that she had contracted corona. I had shut down my house, okay? And nobody come in and out my house for during the time of the corona time, not no one.
Yeah.
And so one day my sister came by and she had been out, and then her friends had called. It was like, oh, we made a contract. It was like just that one day. Now, even though she was here, you know, you miss your family. So even though she was
Right.
here, we still wore masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we wore masks. We set 6 feet across from the table and everything. And then she called me. She was like, I might have corona. So I'm like, dang, my one day, the one time I opened my house up. And so I was telling him, I'm like, baby, you want to stay away from me.
He didn't want to do it.
I'm not going to stay away from you. I mean, he was on me. He was in my face. He was hugging me. He was touching me. And I guess in your mind was like, if you got corona, I'm just going to. I got
it.
Probably got already, right?
Now, don't think that for other viewers, don't think that we promoting this. Don't think that we're not promoting that if your spouse got corona, you be up in their face and y'all get it together. No. Because it's a serious thing. But to him, it was like, I'm not staying away from you. Yeah. And I was like, get away from me. Like, you know, just tell him to get away. He was like, no, I'm not getting away from you.
And we made it through.
Made it through. And we didn't have corona. The whole house got tested.
We were good.
The children got tested. We were all good.
Oh, that's good.
I completely shut my house down.
Yeah, that was it.
Looking out the window like, oh no. So
we got some people in the chat room saying how we got Bridget. She showed up, said hi, family.
What's up, Bridget?
In the building. Hi. She said hi. What's up, Amherst?
Hi, Amherst.
What's up, Amherst?
Yeah. So we want to give our love. I just did a shout out to them in the room too.
Okay.
So I just wanted to quick let y'all know.
So, I can't say anything about my sister. All right.
Giving you a heads up.
Right, thank you.
So I want to know what are the values you respect in one another? We want to know, not I want to know. We want to know.
I like, Nicole is a family oriented person, so she does.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, you weren't. So she
Randy is too.
Which, you know, probably that's why we are attracted to each other. But no one knew that, you know, when we first got together. Mm-hmm. But she's all about her kids, and just not just the kids, but everybody, and keeping everybody together, right? Like, we don't have to be all out and going here and going there. We could just stay in the house. Lucky for us, our in-laws live around the corner, right? Mm-hmm. And my mom's in Philly, but, you know, that makes it hard. My sister's in Miami, but she's a family-oriented person, so we value that. And I mean, sometimes, like, you don't know what you should value as a man, right? Because I think sometimes we take things for granted. And especially in this world, you can get lost and see what other people are doing. And then you may lose track of what you really fell in love. You know, how did you fall in love? Why did you fall in love with that person? Mm-hmm. And sometimes you gotta just turn everything off and really just get back to ground zero.
Yep.
So, I mean, Nicole's a family person, and I really love that. And she's been with me. She's been, you know, I've did some things. You know, man, I did some things in the past, and she stuck with me. So for her to do that, that's a blessing, because now people just leave. So, well, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing. I think Randy's like a very family-oriented person too. And I think that is too why we mesh, because like we always want to do things together, even though like family things together, and then we need our time together.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, I really like that. I like that, we communicate well, we laugh and joke and still like try to have fun together. And I like that he brings that and keeps it up. Cause even like if I'm stressed, cause like I've been having a rough week at work this week, it's just been really busy. And he just makes light of the situation, try to come in and make me laugh. He's very silly. He does a lot of, I ain't gonna say dumb stuff, but like just silly, silly stuff. And I mean, he does it with me, he does it with the kids, just to keep us, um, just not to get caught up in, the everyday part of life. Like, just we gotta enjoy life because you just never know. So just try to enjoy it. So that's what I do love about our relationship and how, we, and I guess how I respect that. Another thing is I respect that is I'm not gonna say I'm a straight shooter, but like I'm gonna give it to you honest, and I like that he can take it because I'm not just gonna come at you just because I want to criticize you or try to break you down. If it's something that we need to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. It's not like, and I had to learn that because before I would shut down and be like, he did something and I just kept it to myself. But now I feel like our relationship has evolved enough that like when we're going through something, or if I got something that I need to talk to him about, I can just talk to him about it. And I'm not I don't feel any type of way about it. This is what it is, and let's deal with it. Let's come up with a solution. So I like that.
I had to learn to listen in that process though. Early on, wasn't I would always try to open my mouth when someone wasn't finished. So I became a better listener in that
Wow,
process.
that sounds very familiar.
Yes. All the
Although
way
then,
familiar.
I say yeah.
Especially
Right.
like in relationships, I know for me to have somebody to make me laugh even when I don't want to laugh is
Yeah.
like one of the joy in our relationship. Like I think it keeps us going because even when I'm mad at him, and
Yeah.
I'm like you, Nicole, if I feel a certain way, I can hold it until we in the right space to say it, but it's getting said because I need to get this off of me. I'm gonna release it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
And
It's
and then I always tell people I role play. I go and I'm like, let me say, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it this way, and then he gonna say this. All right, maybe I don't say it that way. With me, I say it this way. So I role play it to see how it's going to get said, so he can receive it.
Yep.
And then at the end, not all the time, but most of the time we laugh some things off. So that's important.
Yeah.
And a person can talk, you can say what you want to say, and you say it in love, and then but you still have the moments that you can find to laugh
Yeah.
and to enjoy each other's company. So
Yeah, because like Nicole was saying, you never know. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's not promised.
Right.
And y'all said a whole lot in that, which kind of like leads us into our next question. Like, what would you say is the best part of your marriage? And what is the glue that holds it together?
Hmm.
I can go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Man, the the time that we've been together, right? So we've been together since '97, but we married in 2007, and the time and seeing us grow from there, like everybody knows that it's been me and Nicole for a while, right? And I like that. I like the history
Mm.
and the glue at the kids, right?
I
I
think
mean,
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I think I can't think of a world without the kids, right? And I think that was a natural progression for anybody, if you're fortunate enough to have kids, and I mean, the kids keep you busy, right? And it's if we working together, then it's better off for the kids,
Mhm.
and it's better off for us too, right? Because you want to make sure that y'all. I mean, we know situations where it's not the same. People are separate, and that's a battle to deal with people that have a mother or dad. I mean, yeah, mother or dad separate, and they dealing with their issues. I mean, it's hard enough when you're together, and then when you're not together. So the glues are those kids for me, And also, Nicole's definitely made me a better person. So I mean, if Nicole wasn't in my life, I'd probably be living, and I had no kids, I'd probably be just living somewhere chilling in a one bedroom or something. Just or I wouldn't have a house or anything like that because I wouldn't think of having a house. I wouldn't no need for it. But I like the space that we're at right now.
I think
It keeps me moving.
Yeah, I mean, I think the kids are a big part of it, but then I also think like before we even had kids, like we had a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
We enjoyed each other's company. We had a lot of fun together, and then like the kids came, and then
Right.
what kids do, they
They
they in the
kids.
mix, they keep busy.
They always in the mix.
But yeah, like I feel like even before the kids, and even when I'm not throwing them out because they still young, but like even when we become empty nesters, like it's still gonna have to be about us and us getting along and being creative and always thinking of new stuff to do. Just to like I don't know. I mean, not just to not keep it. I would say keep it fresh, but just like just always
Keep it consistent.
yeah, keep it consistent because I that's one thing you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing for me.
Right.
Like we got to be consistent and like just I just want us to enjoy each other's company and being together and I mean that's it. That's the glue for me. That's a big
That's
part.
what's up.
Wonderful.
If we
And
get back,
outside
we gotta get
go
back
ahead.
to that too. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
We got to get back to what she was talking about before the kids of us going out and stuff like that, and that was what was missing.
Right.
And we getting back
For a
into
while,
that.
yeah.
I seen y'all getting back at it. I seen them pictures on Facebook. So I was like, look at them. They look so amazing.
That's what it's about.
Thank you.
That's what it's about. Coming to this point that y'all come to and realizing that, look, we got to get back to us.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Sherona, we've been going ham on getting back to us part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see y'all too.
I'm like, I made a point like forget them kids.
Y'all hungry? No. Deuce. we out, babe. Let's go get something to eat.
Like, look, quick. It's some hot dogs and some baked beans in the microwave.
We got some cereal and milk. You can throw some rice in there with it.
Yep.
So,
you can just go to bed. Like that.
No, I make a couple of dinners. I put it in the refrigerator, and then
right,
I'm like,
right.
oh, babe, let's because they're teenagers now.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, if you like on our podcast, on our other side of the podcast, we talk about the 30-day rule.
Yes.
And know that you're not in love every 30. I don't care what no one says. You're not in love with the person all the time. No one's in love all the time. I mean, if you are, toodles to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you're not in love all the time, and you have to make an effort to fall in love.
Yeah.
So that's like every 30 days, I'm a different woman. Every 30 days, he's a different man.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So every 30 days, we got to learn each other all over again.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one thing that we have to tweak or lean into, it's just one. It may be one thing that's different. Because if every 30 days we don't do that, those 30 days become
60 days, 90 days,
and now we totally different people.
It's like, all right, what you say? I thought we was doing this. You know what I mean?
We totally different people.
So
right.
And so one time I was like, you was like, you like this? And I was like, I used to like it. I don't like that anymore. So every 30 days, I might like something different. I might like vanilla this month, and my hormones is all over the place. So, 1 month I like vanilla, and the next month I like chocolate. That's my favorite.
In a good way.
So,
Yeah, Jesus.
So every 30 days we're different. And so we talk about that in our podcast on the episode part. We talk about the podcast. We talk about, taking our vows and making them come to life, constantly. Because our everyday life is in a quarantine moment. We are really on lockdown when it comes down to getting back to basics, getting back to ourselves and finding the foundation, what's the foundation of your marriage. And you talk about the kids, but you also got to say, well, Sometimes I told him the other day, I was like, babe, I need a revival.
Right.
You know, I told him, I said, babe, I need a revival because I need to be spiritually rooted again and again and again, renewed. Because having that revival allows me to be close to my family.
Yeah.
Right.
Once your spirit is renewed and that connection is with God, like,
I can be renewed again.
All your relationships will then follow suit.
Right. So I was like, I need a revival. So I talked to my sister. I was like, first of all, I don't just need a revival. I need a women's revival. So, you know, because I just need a little bit of time. Yeah. So I just need a women's revival. But I know I need a newness so I can be better for you.
So if anybody knows any in the room any revivals coming up,
yes, please do.
Go to the website whereilove.live
and let
drop
me know.
It in the Let's Chat, and we'll see you there.
And let me know.
If it's in your garage, don't post it. No revival.
So in all of that, what would you say is the best part of your marriage? And what is the glue that holds it together? Which we already kind of put it together, but let's see the best part of your marriage and the glue that holds it together.
They just answered that, baby.
Oh yeah, we answered that one.
Yeah.
Right. We have a different answer.
Is this?
So okay, tell me what I want to say.
So what you want to say is during the pandemic.
Okay.
What effects did the lockdown have on your marriage, good and or bad? And the second part of that is, how would you encourage marriages to get through such a stressful time that we all share?
We all shared it.
Boom. That's what she meant to say.
So look, I'll go first because prior to the pandemic, I always worked from home. It was just me. Kids went to school. Randy went to work. You know, I could get all, I'm busy doing my work. So, March 17th, 2020, everything shut down and they were all home. And so it was a major, like.
I came in with my book bag like this with my computer. Like, I'm working at home now.
And it was difficult for me. It was very difficult because I couldn't concentrate. I'm trying to help the kids. I mean, we both trying to help the kids, make sure they're doing their work and submitting their work while we trying to do our work. And Randy knows this, and I tell him all the time, he is a loud talker. So his voice carries through the house. So I might be on a call and I'm like, oh my gosh, does he not know that I'm on the phone call too? So it's just so I would just go, just make that transition outside and make a couple calls. But it was very hard for me at first because it was just a lot of adjusting. I had to just get acclimated to everybody being home. But then eventually, the kids, they eventually did go back to school, right?
No, they did. Well, yeah, the last half.
Well, the beginning of this year, they went back to school. Right. So, I mean, it helped. But Randy's still home. But we just learned to work through it. So, he has teleconferences every morning, same time every morning.
Stand-ups.
Yeah, I know not to get on the phone at that time because he's gonna be talking. And then you just work your way around. And
go ahead.
That was it.
I mean, we went from not being, having our space, you need that time. Even when people don't think you at work, but you still need that time away from the house, right? You might not like work, right? But it's really you away from the house, right?
Don't say that again.
You might not like work, but you still need that time away from the house. And so when we did invade Nicole's space, I mean, look at us, we are blessed. We have a nice sized house, but you had to set up an office space. And naturally for me, it was going to be the kitchen, was right next to Nicole's office area. So she's going to hear me. And then, I mean, it got to the point where things start getting bad, right? And I guess my time would be we don't have our basement yet, so my man cave would be the couch in the family room, and I wouldn't come upstairs until late, or I would just fall asleep on the couch. And things started going downhill from there. and we were at the point we were about to break up. I mean, Nicole was done, and it wasn't just that. A lot of things came up from the past, like things started building up pretty much, and it got really bad. Where and look, I mean, I was looking for a spot to stay where I could have enough room for me and the kids. I wasn't getting no. I was telling Nicole, I was like, nah, I'm used to a certain amount of luxury now, so I'm not leaving, and that's it. Right. And then I didn't want to leave. My parents got divorced. I know how that affected me. I didn't know it affected me. I had to hear it from other people. And that's why I went ham when I went to college, because I was done. I was done with a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And so going back to me and Nicole, it was a lot of stuff that she was bringing up from the past that I just wasn't in tune with, right? And for me, I'm thinking of, man, I'm not that bad, but it's not about me being that bad. It's what is affecting Nicole and why. How did we get here? I was watching the episode of Billions. I don't know if you know that show, Billions on Showtime. But this guy's a hedge fund manager, and he makes tons of money. His wife left him, and he's on the phone like, hold up, why are you leaving me over this? Like, I know plenty of friends where I could have been on boats and pretty much did his Jeff Epstein thing, right? And he said he didn't do that. So he didn't get why she left him, right? So it's not what you think is what a man should be doing, right? It's what you should be doing in this marriage, right? Because it's all about us, not what other people are doing. And so I was thinking, yeah, I'm not that bad, but it got to the point where it was nothing but praying. I wanted the marriage to get back together, and yeah.
And that was going to be my next little inside question before I re-ask the other question. Well, what advice would you get? Now, you just ended that with praying, right? Mm-hmm. So going through all that and praying and coming together, praying separately, like how did all that come about?
Oh, I prayed separately because Nicole didn't want no parts of me. So it was no going to be no prayer with me and her. It was going to just be a prayer with me and, the universe.
And sometimes it happens like that, and it has to happen like that because God will deal with us on our individual basis to be able to bring us back together.
Right.
So, like, you was about to?
No.
No, because I'm saying I can identify with that, going through that same thing. And when God brought us together, and I told my wife on one of the episodes, I was like, I couldn't even remember. Matter of fact, it probably was our very first one when we said relationships not that hard, that first episode. I was like, I didn't even really realize when we came back together, it was solid. We was just solid. You know what I'm saying? God mended that thing up, and then we've been going strong ever since. Right. Mm-hmm. So, like, what advice would you give to married couples, period, that went through how we all went through this quarantine season and came back, and how y'all got through? What advice would you give them?
See, we in a fast-paced world now. I think people give up too quick, right? It could have been to the point where I'm like, all right, it did get to the point. I'm like, you know what? I'm preparing to move out, right? And that was that. And it was just going to be a miracle to get us back together. But we did. I mean, I gave it some time, to try to make it work out, not just leave that same day that I found out, she didn't want to be with me no more, right? Or this is not working no more. People are quick to leave. I think it takes time, man. It's like you got to hold on, even in those dark periods. There is light at the end of the tunnel, so there is hope. There is hope, and you gotta really ask yourself, what do you want, and try to see the other side, see what that would look like. And if that don't look right, then you need to fight.
I think.
So Nicole, go ahead, Nicole. I was going to ask you. Go ahead.
Sorry. I think for me, for other couples, I think you just have to listen and be in tune to what your spouse is saying or your significant other is saying. Like, I feel a lot of times with me and Randy, I guess previously, like we would talk, but I felt like he wasn't hearing what I was asking of him or what I needed from him at that particular time, or he would do things to pacify me. That's what I would tell him for that moment. He would do something to pacify me for that moment. And I mean, it could be as small as, I don't know, washing the dishes, because I hate dirty dishes in the sink overnight. And it sounds small, but it's just like, please, if you use a dish after the dishes are washed at night, because he's a night owl and I'm not. I go to sleep. I'm an early bird. So it was just little small things, and like things just build up and build up and build up, and it just affects the whole household. So it's not only affecting me, it's affecting the kids. And I'm just asking you to listen to what we're asking, and it was falling on deaf ears. And for me, at one point, I just had enough. So I'm just saying, for other people, I think, in other relationships, I think listening is key. You have to listen to your significant other, hear what they're saying, listen, regurgitate it. I don't know, like if you have to think about it and then come back to it, just then do that. But just make sure that everyone's concerns are being heard, and if you can address them, then you do your best to address them.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up on the vibes, right?
Say it again, Randy.
Pick it up on the body language, vibes, all that stuff. You really gotta be in tune with that.
So in that, it all comes. I read a post, and I mean, it really has nothing to do with this particular moment, but it was about forgiveness, and it was like, if your spouse did XYZ, would you forgive them? So my thing is, no matter what your spouse did, if you're forgiving, this is what I tell people, and this is what he knows. If I'm forgiving you, I'm forgiving you.
Right.
If we're working it out, we're working it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to jump back into the day before, the night before, and XYZ. You have to learn to be in that moment, forgive in that moment, and move on from there. Is that something that you would give? Because that's my advice to give people. Like, once we sit down at the table, we sitting down. It's a business meeting, right?
Yeah.
Because marriage is a business. I mean,
right.
Your household is, you treat it like a corporation. It's a corporation meeting. So you sit down, you talk about what needs to be done, how it needs to be handled, and you forgive and love. And then whatever your situation is, big or small, and then you move on from there. So you won't have to kind of, and sometimes we may resurface the same thing over again, but not bring that thing in to say, oh, remember when?
Yeah.
So we can get past, it's a new day.
Mm-hmm.
So is that how do you operate? Do you two operate in that capacity to say, when we're here, we're here? The moon is the goal.
I think so. I mean, I try. I feel like I live by that, because whatever, like you said, if we discuss something and we came up with a conclusion and we forgave each other for it, that's it. It's gone. We're not bringing it up again. So it's just at that particular time for us. When I say he would pacify something, like we would discuss it, it would be fine, done and over with. A couple weeks later, same thing. It just kept reoccurring. So it felt like he would do something at that particular moment just to, I guess, get me to quiet down for the moment. I shouldn't say it like that, but like, well, I did it and she should be fine with it. That's what I felt. But I felt like he really wasn't doing it on a consistent basis, again, for the family, because it wasn't just for me. It was for all of us. So I'm a strong believer in, like, because not even just in my relationship, but like family members and friends relationships, we all discuss our relationships and all, but I just believe, like, don't say things out of anger. Like, if you are upset about something, don't be posting it on Facebook or social media. That's nobody's business.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Take time to think about it, and then you go to that person and you guys address it. And then once it's done, it's squashed. And if you can get past it, then we're gonna move forward.
Right.
But if you can't move past it, then that's something I guess you gotta address too.
Right. So this is awesome. I like how do you both kind of like knew that it was a problem during that particular moment, and like the quarantine love is to let everyone know you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Mhm.
had you're together, you're close knit, you're in a tight space together. Stuff is going to come up, and sometimes it's things that you already needed to handle, you know.
Right.
And so I always tell people marriage is a community.
Yep.
So don't
Yeah.
feel like you're the only person that's going through something or going through this. You know, is we're here to say, hey, I'm going through this. This is how we went through.
Right.
This is what we do. And I always tell people this is how we do marriage. If it helps you,
Right.
I'm, you know, good. If it doesn't, put it in your back pocket and give it to somebody else for the next time. So
Yeah.
it really help that individual. And there's no right or wrong way to do your own marriage.
Right.
Your
Right.
marriage is your marriage.
Right.
How you
Right.
operate in your marriage is your marriage. So
Right.
there's no right or wrong way. No one can tell you that you're doing it right. No one can tell you that you're doing it wrong. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
what you have between one another
Mm-hmm.
to say,
Right.
you know what, we got something special here, or
Yeah.
it's some things that we need to change. So
Yeah.
and Amris has said, she was like, yeah, she was like, I agree, Randy talk loud. She also said, you know, thank God for Amris that she was like, there's some days that she took the kids and FaceTime them, try to keep them busy so you two
Yep.
can have your time. And that's the community that we need
Right.
Yeah.
to have family
Oh, yeah.
that steps in to say, okay, I'm going to do what I have to do, even if it's over the, you know, the internet,
Mm-hmm.
to give
Mhm.
you both the time that you need to, you know, to get back to basis.
And
that's
just focus
wonderful.
for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
And,
we have another comment. I don't know if it's a comment before we move on.
it was about that too. Nicole's parents and Erica, her sister, they help out. They live in the same neighborhood, so that was a blessing that they were around the corner, and we could just drop the kids off, right? And we need to do more time. Well, that helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Bend us back together. So yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we thank God that y'all worked it out.
Oh yeah.
You're an encouragement.
Let's go.
You're an encouragement
Right.
to other people. You know.
Right. You got to stick with it.
Yeah.
And I was telling Dre, man, I was telling Dre, like, man, I don't want to be out there, man. You see what's out here? I do not want to be out there. Come on. I was like, I'm probably just going to be single all my life, if that's the case.
I told her that. I said, I would never get back out there.
I told him I'm getting me an old man with a pension. Okay.
So now I'll be looking at old men sideways when we
Yeah, right.
Like, yo, what you looking at, old head?
Right, getting out his BMW, like, yeah, I know you got a pension.
Right.
Listen, I'm just going straight for the moon, just going straight for the stars. So, what was the biggest takeaway after the lockdown? Like when it all was said and done, it was like, all right,
We had a breather.
You know what? We got through it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we did it. And I mean, a lot of people, you know, unfortunately, they're not here no more, right?
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, it got real bad because we were about, you know, I couldn't see me being away from Nicole, right? And it was like, dang, we've been through moments before, right, where it kind of got like that, but this was it. And I'm like, it. And I'm like, damn, what did I do? Right? I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm the statistic now, right? We the statistic. I'm here on the news, like, yeah, divorce rates are up in COVID. I'm like, oh, my name is in there. But
and that's what made us do this show.
Yeah. We had to figure it out.
Yeah, do a show, right?
COVID gave birth to the podcast.
Gave birth to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, the biggest takeaway. What you think?
I think even more so than before, like not taking each other for granted.
Yeah.
Because with COVID, like you don't know. I mean, with everything, with life period, you just don't know. So we're blessed to be healthy and happy, and I don't know. I feel like after we went through what we went through, like we were stronger than ever. So
Mhm.
it just made like the bond between us was way better. And we're still working on it.
Yeah,
But at the same time, like we,
it's easier when you work things
yeah,
out.
it's easier. It's
Yeah,
easier. It's it's always like difficult to talk to. I always felt like it was difficult before to talk to Randy about, like those sensitive situations. But then after we went through what we went through, like now I just be like, well, this is what it is, and like we don't have to,
Right.
you know what
I'm
I
like,
mean? Like
okay,
it's
Right.
no more. Oh, how much? I
right,
mean, it's always a way in how to deliver or get out how you feeling. All in delivery. But at the same time, I used to like him and Han and be like, should I talk to him about it or should I not talk to him about it? And now I'm just like, well, we gotta talk about this. Like, and it's just how, because it's for. I mean, I need it. I feel like you need it too
yeah,
because it helps us communicate
right.
and get what we feel across. So
Yep.
We
One
tell
thing
people like
uh,
we say, it may sound funny, but we use what's those counseling words, like the words you would if you were going to counseling. So how
mhm,
did you feel? So these are my feelings.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
right,
it's so funny, but it works. These are things that kind of work. Do it in your own way if you don't go to
yeah,
counseling or whatever. But you
We'll
really
watch
can
the show.
or
It's like,
watch,
nah.
or watch the show. You can take, but you can take some things, Nicole, because like you said, it's all in the way of the delivery.
Yeah. You touch.
Delivery is everything.
Mhm.
Delivery
yeah,
allows a person to hear you,
yep,
and so you can be seen, and it can be, it's substance. Delivery is substance.
right, yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Key
Because
part of communication.
the other day, Nicole had got upset with me for something, right? And it didn't sound like I said that in that way, but the way she heard it, it was that way. And in
Mm-hmm.
my head, I'm like, I
Exactly.
know I didn't mean it like that. Like, and I'm trying to rewind. I'm like, did I say something that way? I'm like, I don't know. But I just learned, you know what? Let it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't dig. Just let it go. That's small. It's gonna fly away.
yeah.
Yeah. You
So
gotta respect it and just hear
yeah,
from her point of view what she's saying. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So
Even though she
So
was wrong, but let me stop.
See?
I'm
So
playing.
at the end of the day, we've learned how to communicate with one another. We've learned that, everything, marriage is difficult. Marriage is quarantine,
Mm-hmm.
into a certain way, because we're there in each other's faces, and we have to learn how to deal with each other hands on,
mhm.
and love each other through everything, all the difficult moments. And like the quarantine is over, we get through some things. um we've learned that we need our space sometimes, and that
Mhm.
was one of our episodes on the
Oh
Way That I
yeah.
Love You podcast, because he said he was like, I need a bro night. He
Yeah.
needed a night
Yeah.
I'm
alone.
with them.
Yeah.
So
I need girls' night. I need a night out. Yes, you need
yes,
it.
you need it. So we've learned this episode is really, I really thankful for you, because this episode is not just about loving one another through the quarantine, but it was about kind of figuring out who you are
Mhm.
through the
Mhm.
moment, the most difficult time. And they would say our nation's history, but we know that that's not all the way true, you
Right.
know, but that through the most difficult time that we've had to be stuck in a house together. And you got to know not just your spouse, but you got to get to know yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like you said, this was the time that you weren't going to be called a statistic. You had to
Right.
rise above it. Like,
Nope.
no, I'm not doing this. And
Right.
so we commend the both of you
Mhm.
for getting through that particular time and encouraging, because when we don't know, when we're getting through something, we're encouraging somebody else.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're speaking life into something that, freshly black love, people don't know that this thing right here, this thing exists, and we tight. And mothers and fathers in the house raising our children together, being
Mhm.
on one accord. And not that, all love is beautiful, but right here in this moment, this is something that we in our history weren't able to hold on to
Right. The
so
Mhm.
deep.
narrative was
The
always
narrative is
different.
different. So we commend you. We thank you. We love
Yeah,
you.
we thank you, love you for
We
being
love y'all
Ooh,
too.
baby, that was so spooky.
Oh man, that was spooky good.
Spooky and loving at the same time. I love how they decided to make it work. Because so many times we get into a space in our marriage when we just feel like I don't know if I want to do this. And we've been there, like, like, okay, I don't know about this today. And so we have to make an effort to be like, you know what? It's cheaper to keep up. So I'm super excited. And if you all have been out there and if you had this effect during COVID or any season in your life, we are praying for you. We want to encourage you to find ways to justify your situation, to and use the tools.
And definitely tune in too. Like, listen to what's being put out there, the content that, stuff that we're talking about and how we handle things. And then, like Sherona was saying, go to the YouTube page. It's tons of couples that we're interviewing, and just get some tips and some nuggets and work through it. Use the practical tools.
So we thank you. We want you to have a spooky good time this fall. It's Sunday, so this would be Hollow Day, right? Halloween Day. But we're going to church.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna get the Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost. But we like to have fun with our family and just kind of like. So we want you to have a great time out there. Be safe.
Yes.
Love on your children. Love on your family. And have a spooky good time.
Have a spooky good time and be in the moment.
Be in the moment. I love you, baby.
I love you too.